Hello everyone, this is Josh Oakes with smartsocial.com, and today we're talking about Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook app updates. This is our Parent University week number 5 update that you're either listening to on the podcast or you're watching me on video. I'm excited that you're here. And here's why. We're going to talk about a lot in this update. My team, Elisa, put together a lot of data for you, a lot of information that we're going to bring you up to speed on how to keep your kids safe. So it can be challenging for parents to find all the important security information and safety stuff they need to know. We create this twice a month newsletter to bring you up to speed on all the things happening in digital trends. I think we've got a lot this month. It's my personal opinion. In this week. So in this newsletter, we're talking about which social media network is more popular with teens than Snapchat and Instagram. It'll come to a surprise to some of us, but to the rest of us, we'll go, oh, you're kind of right. And then where teens are seeking advice online, which social media habits are linked to depression, and a whole lot more. Now, we spend countless hours researching the web to protect people online, to teach the world how to shine online. Our Parent University program gives you access to our very best data, behind the scenes, and videos you show your kids. That's what we're here to do, is to make you less of the bad person and to make ourselves the bad person, so that you're the mom that's not the bad person, but rather, hey, Josh said that it wasn't a good idea. You watched his videos. How can we work together, student, to make sure that we're safe? Okay, so we're going to talk about the top social media apps, safety threats you need to know about, Facebook and Apple updates worth noting this week, 2 stories we heard about the negative effects of social, and an example of how your student can be positive. Woo, we got a lot going on. So first, this social media network we're about to talk about is more popular with teens than Snapchat and Instagram. According to a recent study from Pew Research Center, 85% of teens 13 to 17 say they use YouTube, which is more than Instagram, which has 72%, and Snapchat, that has 69%. The study also shows that teen cell phone access is at an all-time high, with 95% of teens reporting that they own or can access a smartphone. Since most students use YouTube regularly, it's important for parents to learn how to keep them safe by watching our YouTube safety guide for parents. So that's pretty interesting. Your kids are going places to learn, and most of us adults, we go to Google to ask a question. And guess who owns YouTube? Google. And that means YouTube videos get unfair advantage in the search results. All right, so that's step 1. YouTube is popular. A lot of parents ask me, let's pause here for just a sec. A lot of parents ask me, Josh, how do I block certain videos on YouTube so I can give this to my kids? It's actually not possible. How do I get rid of certain ads? It's really not possible. Oh, but there is a way. I heard there's an app. It's not possible. YouTube doesn't want us to block certain videos and stuff. It's like leaving your kid in a park at night. Well, how do I keep that bad person away from my kid? It's not possible. You can't leave your kid in the park at night. So that's what YouTube is. When you're there with them, it's a daylight with a park. It's safe. But if you're not there, it can be a very different story. All right, next. We're on to item 2. Facebook announces a video gaming platform. With more and more teens watching gaming videos on platforms like Twitch, YouTube, Facebook has also announced their own platform, fb.gg. According to TechCrunch, fb.gg will show the user videos based on the games and celebrities they follow, their liked pages and groups, and it will showcase featured creators, competitions, and gaming events. Learn more about the video games that your student plays or engages with online. Keep them safe. Now, Fortnite Battle Royale is incredibly popular with students right now. Learn how you can keep them safe. Go watch my Fortnite guide for parents. You want to see what FBGG looks like? Let's go take a quick look at it here right now. All right, so we have FBGG. It forwards to Facebook Gaming, and you can see people right now. Now, side note for all of you that are watching this, this is like Twitch. This is a #1 world record Fortnite live streaming. So they're watching Fortnite. If you want to see this or watch this, we could actually watch it right now. We're listening in on somebody playing Fortnite, by the way. Let's go watch in. You're seeing this. This is Fortnite. But I didn't even expect to run in here, but here, this is just you can see his face, and he's winning. This is a pretty aggressive game. They lowered the blood on this game, but look, you're still shooting people. There's an ad for Quake. play for free. They paused for an ad. And this dude, whatever his name is, I didn't expect to jump in this, but this is fb.gg. Crazy, right? Okay, they're shooting. Now, I don't know why this ad is there, but, oh, this is this guy, thinks supporting learning. So they're putting ads on the back of the student so that, how many people? 1,000 people are watching. Crazy, huh? All right. So that's fb.gg. All right. Next, popular social network bans users under the age of 13. Which ones? What are we talking about? Good question. So the popular social network, well, in an effort to comply with GDPR, the European data privacy rules, Twitter is suspending the accounts of users who were under the age of 13 when they signed up. Even if a teen is now over the age of 13, if they were under the age when they signed up for their accounts, their content is still deleted. If your student has an account, read our Twitter safety guide for parents to learn how they can use the app in a safe and positive manner. That's really important. Teens are seeking advice from Instagram instead of Google. Here's what's going on here. You see, the latest viral trend on Instagram is the thread account. Most of us parents or adults, we go to Google to search for things, but thread accounts on Instagram share helpful information using the gallery post option on Instagram. What's the gallery post? That's when you post and you can swipe through the pictures and see different things, different photos and videos. And they're usually run by college-age students. Teens are flocking to these accounts to seek advice about the things that they struggle with. Instagram makes it easy for teens to engage, comment, and tag their friends, which in turn helps the content be seen by more people. Each post has a topic, and each image in the post has a quick tip associated with that topic. Thread accounts, which is super interesting, cover a wide range of topics like outfit ideas, sore throat remedies, acne advice, things to talk about with your crush, how to stop comparing yourself to others, and tips for texting. These are a lot of soft skills that aren't available on Google usually, and students want advice from other students. They want that feeling of real camaraderie. Now, though these threaded accounts have been around since 2017, thread accounts are becoming increasingly popular, gaining hundreds of thousands of followers. And according to The Atlantic, one teen said that the thread account format is just a lot easier to read than stuff on Google. You can read longer things in little chunks. It's not like reading this giant paragraph at once. No one wants to do that. And that's what some of the students are saying. Now, parents should be aware of threaded accounts and discuss these accounts with their children. Ask your students if they follow any threaded accounts, which topic they find to be the most helpful, and do they think the information is reliable. Remind your student that they can always come to you or a trusted adult if they are seeking advice or struggling. Please watch our Instagram safety guide right here for parents to learn how to keep your kids safe on the app. This Instagram safety video kind of walks you through what it is, and then if you dive into Parent University for $100 a year, you get all of our videos on how to use Instagram in a positive way. Now, safety threats you need to know this week. Several private Facebook posts were made public due to privacy bugs. Facebook experienced a bug in May for 10 days, which resulted in 14 million updates going public that were intended to remain private. The bug changed the privacy settings of posts from public to private without warning. The issue has now been fixed and privacy settings have been restored. Bugs like these are a great reminder that everything we do online can go public, even if we intended for it to remain private. Consider using this security mishap to start a discussion with your children about being positive on social media and the consequences of being negative online. Learn how to keep your students safe by watching our Facebook safety guide for parents. Facebook and Apple updates worth noting this week. Facebook's rolling out features similar to Musical.ly. Facebook announced that it will be rolling out a new feature that it calls Lip Sync Live. Similar to Musical.ly, users will be able to record videos of themselves lip syncing over popular songs. And this seems really fun, but watch this. To access the feature, users start a live video and select the lip sync option. Users can include texts and masks or change the background of their videos. Features like this are popular with teens because they like to be silly and have fun on social media. However, it's important for parents to learn about the dangers of these features in order to keep their families safe on social media. So look out for that, the lip sync feature. Next, this is big. Apple announces new features to limit screen time and updates. I'm going to give you my raw opinion here. I think this is huge, and we'll talk about that. Screen time is a new feature from Apple, and screen time is really the feature. It'll allow parents to have a better understanding of how their children are using their phones. Parents will be able to monitor and limit their child's activity on apps and websites. Additionally, parents will be able to see if their child has used their phone after bedtime and for how long. New features will also make it easy for parents to configure notifications so students aren't distracted during school or downtime. Now, I don't believe this is the end-all be-all, and I don't believe, and a lot of people agree with me, that Apple is out to protect your kids inherently. I do believe that Apple can still be very bad for you because they want you to be addicted. What? That's right. They have something very powerful that we all need, we all want. And for that reason, I think that it's important that we don't 100% trust this new screen time feature, but rather see it as a tool, but not a fix. So be careful there. One of our friends at Unglue has an even better solution where they teach your kids and motivate them to do other things to unlock more screen time. So be careful there. Similar to the House Party app, the iOS update will also allow users to FaceTime with up to 32 people at the same time. Users will be able to easily start a FaceTime in order to group message or join one. Stickers, filters, text, and emojis can be added to FaceTime. This is a big update. It's going to give you the opportunity to all of a sudden have a lot of interaction. We've never seen something quite like this before. Next, iOS updates will be rolling out to users this fall. We're thinking August, September, October. I think it's going to be September. Now, two stories that we heard about with the negative effects of social media. Social media habits that are linked to depression. A recent study presented at the Association for Psychological Science used information from about 500 students who use Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram or Snapchat actively. The study found habits on social media that are linked to depression. In the study, researchers found that the reason why students were using social media, reasons like boredom or reading the news, was not linked to depression. Instead, how students use social media was linked. So not why, but how. These social media habits are linked with depression. Comparing yourself to others, getting bothered by being tagged in an unflattering photo on social media, rarely posting pictures of yourself with others, scoring highly on a survey of social media and addiction, which includes options such as you've tried to cut down on the use of social media without success, and you use social media so much that it has a negative impact on your job or studies. And these are two really big ones. Actually noticing it and trying to cut down on it, but you can't, that's a big, big deal. The study has yet to be finalized, but they're working on researching age groups outside of students. Pretty crazy and huge. We all know that there is something tied to these. There's an addictive nature. It is a drug, and we have to be careful. We have to be diligent. We have to, everybody listening online, these devices, these phones, we must know how to get kids away from this. You know what? I'm going to stop for just a second and tell you what I told my sister today. I have a nephew who's 4, and I bought him this Lego thing. I bought him this group of this $25 amazing little helicopter and this little, this whole kit of transportation Legos. He loved it so much that A, it's keeping him from screen time. B, he's taking it to school for show and tell, Uncle Josh's helicopter. And I told my sister, I said, you know what? We should be suggesting to parents more Legos, less screen time. Because these kids are freaking out. I can build this, I can turn this, I can do this. That's the kind of stuff. Now, it'd be good to get them outside too, running around. But the point is, you get the idea, playing with the real objects. All right, Research has found that smartphones may be making kids more depressed, and social media may cause increased anxiety. According to NBC News, research has found that smartphones may be making kids more depressed, social media may cause increased anxiety, and there's a possible connection between gaming and lower grades. So in an effort to help parents manage screen time, NBC, and this is huge, they asked tech executives how they manage screen time at home. And this is what the tech executives said. This is crazy. The source is NBC. For those of you watching me, I'm clicking on it right now. How much screen time is too much? Here's the limits 10 executives set for their kids. We're going to give you the lowdown. The lowdown is once dinner, these are all the executives, what they said. Once dinner and homework are finished, kids can have 1 hour of screen time. Next, siblings can watch 1 hour of TV together on Saturdays. Next, half an hour of reading earns screen time. That's awesome. Our friends at Unglue, which I do not get paid to mention them, they make these little things like that. You unlock a little bit more. Discuss apps before downloading. That's what another executive does with their kids. Unlimited educational screen time. They've defined what educational screen time looks like, and that's something important to do. YouTube is not educational screen time in most cases. No social media and no screen time during the week. Children 2 and younger, one executive said, don't get any screen time. No private messaging. That's good and interesting. Streaming videos on Amazon is okay, but not YouTube. Now that's interesting. Streaming videos on Amazon, because there's a lot of content on there actually. No devices in their bedroom. So these are what all the executives said. We're going to send this to you in a newsletter as well. All right, an example of how your student can be positive on social media. Teens find the positive in social media according to a Pew Research study. Given the opportunity to explain their views in their own words, teens who say that social media has had the most positive effect tended to stress issues related to connectivity and connection with others. Roughly 40% of the surveyed students say that social media has had a positive impact because it helps them keep in touch and interact with others. Some additional reasons students say social media has had a positive impact are these 5 areas. 1, it's easy to communicate with friends and family. 2, greater access to news and information. 3, it offers a space for self-expression. 4, allows teens to get support from others. Let's go back to self-expression. You might have a portfolio or a website and you can show awesome stuff down there and then learn new things in general. Sweet. Now, we all know social media can be used in a positive way to help your student with college and career opportunities. When you're ready for your student to be online, go check out the Parent App Guide. I'm Josh Oakes. You can host a social media safety event at your school by clicking this link, watching the video. You can join Parent University to learn the positive side of this. You can monitor your students with Footprint Friday. I'm super pumped that you're listening to this, that you're watching this. You can go to smartsocial.com to learn more. Please make sure you subscribe to our iTunes. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, please give me a rating. A 4 or 5-star rating goes so far, guys, so far, and I so much appreciate it. I'm Josh Oakes with smartsocial.com. I hope you'll join Parent University for $100 a year, and you'll learn how to be safe and smart on the web. You'll learn how to motivate your kids. You'll learn the tips and techniques that we use to keep kids happy and safe online. Thanks so much for joining us. I'll see you guys all very soon. As always, keep it light, bright, and polite. Have a great day.